Facebook. Isn't that fun?
It's been a while. It's been a bit.
And guess what?
What?
It's a brand new year. I was actually talking to my assistant today and I was like, listen, we've got some marketing to do. And she started laughing at me. And she's like, I think you need to get on your Instagram stories and just start talking about how everybody should work with you. And I was like, I don't think that's a bad idea at all. Your forest looks beautiful today.
Thank you very much.
So I am really excited because we are legitimately 5 weeks away from our conference.
I am I'm in denial, I think. I can't believe it's only been how long in the making? It's been forever.
This is where I really wanted to start our conversation today because, we've been working on this for a really long time.
Yeah, this isn't a whim. This is like, this is amazing. This is just amazing. I'm really excited about it.
I really don't think you thought we'd ever do it.
Well, when I approached you about it, I didn't actually think you would be like, sure, let's do it. And then I was in and I couldn't back out, even though I was terrified. I mean, I've had so many scary moments doing this. I mean, I feel like this is the bravest thing I've ever done.
Oh, I love that for you. And you know what's really cool? What's really cool about it is how we've gone from pre-pandemic, literally a month before, like it was December of 2019 that we sat down in Coffee Culture and started to map out what it could possibly look like to do this conference.
Yeah.
And then the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
And then we decided to pivot to doing Facebook Lives with all these people we wanted to talk to.
Well, yeah. How else are we going to talk to people during pandemics? Like we're all in this Zoom world now.
Right. And so I just love how it has evolved and shifted and changed. And I think it is so beautiful that here we are in the home stretch and we are almost there. And let me tell everybody who's watching this, the greatest thing about this, Liz, is your vision was to have a stage full of women.
Yes.
And not just any women, like not just white women, but women from all backgrounds, all walks of life, not just women in mortgage, but women who could help women in real estate, finance, and mortgage. You had this vision that is coming to fruition, and people don't want to miss this.
Well, I think we've had this talk about performative DEI and all of the other things that happen. And as a white woman, I even talked to this with my daughter. It's just not women of color's place to be teaching the rest of us what this looks like. So it's my place, right? Like to try and make the world a better place. So it's been really important to me, even if I stumble through it, to just really try and get it as right as possible and to be brave enough to talk about things that are scary to talk about. And a lot of this stuff is very scary to talk about. It even makes me uncomfortable. And a lot of people may be surprised by that, but there's a lot of times I am out of my comfort zone a lot.
Yeah.
But that's the only way we're going to grow, right? If we stay in our comfort zone and we just live with what we get and take what people dish us, we're not going to get anywhere in life. We're just going to sit and we're going to be sad and we're going to be resentful and we're going to be angry. And I don't want us to be angry anymore. There's too many angry people out there right now. Right.
Yeah.
If you can always find shit to be mad about. Let's not do that anymore.
No. Yeah, it's totally good. One of my most favorite connections that we've made is Arlisha Jones, who's in Florida. And Arlisha is speaking at the conference about how to be brave and start a brokerage. And, she's this beautiful, incredible, dynamic, like she just knows what's what. And she's talking about bravery. Like, when is the last time a mortgage conference or a finance conference had a woman talking about bravery?
I don't remember one.
Never.
Yeah, I don't remember one. And I have to say, because I'm in mortgage, it is brave to start a brokerage. Like, you're starting your own business within the mortgage industry, right?
Yeah.
And she has just done a phenomenal job, and she's taken off, and she's amazing. I totally follow her on Facebook, and I'm jealous.
So
She's
great.
just so rad. She's so beautiful, and she's just fearless. She is fearless. If you
Yes.
see her post, she's fearless.
Yeah, she is. She totally is. And then we've got Jamie Lee, who was connected to me through some coaching folks, right? Like I sent the word out to some coaches that I knew, and I was like, listen, do you know anyone who should be on this stage? And Jamie Lee does salary negotiation coaching.
Yep.
Like, when is the last time you had a woman, an Asian woman? So I'm super excited because she has taken her genius knowledge. And that's the other thing that I really want people to understand. This stage is the most diverse stage I think that has ever been seen in a mortgage conference. We've got Indigenous, Asian, Black, LGBT, like we're like covering the damn bases here, Liz.
Yeah, I'm super excited about it.
And Jamie Lee's going to be talking about salary negotiation. And I remember when we first got on the phone with her, and you're like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, just wait till you talk to her. And we got on the call with her, and you were like, yes. What do you think? What is it about salary negotiation that women in mortgage, women in finance, women in real estate really are going to get from this conversation? What do we need to know about salary negotiation?
I think it's just like any salary negotiation in any field. Women automatically feel like if they counter whatever offer they get, that they're telling the person making the offer that they're not grateful for what they were offered.
Woo!
Right. So, so the first inclination is like, oh, that's not what I wanted, but okay, I'll take it. Like,
right.
They just don't say, listen, I really appreciate that offer, but that's not enough. And women don't go back in and negotiate when they absolutely should go back in and negotiate. So we've used some examples of women not being paid equally in some really crazy scenarios where they should be. And I think everybody can agree they've been there. They've been there.
Yeah. I'm so excited to hear what she has to say about salary negotiation, because I think it's going to be mind blowing for people. I truly believe it's going to be mind blowing for people. And one of my other most favorite connections that we've made has been Laura Brandeo.
So there are so many times during this, I've actually cried because I have felt like these women want to talk. These powerful women in our industry want to talk about things, and they're accessible.
Yeah.
Think about that. They're accessible.
Yeah. Laura Brandeo, I feel like she's like my best friend I would have had on the playground when I was like in 6th grade, and we were like hanging out and walking. Do you remember how in 6th grade you used to walk in the perimeter, right? Because you were too cool to get on the swings anymore, but you were like still a kid, right?
I don't think I did that.
Oh, I did. I was like, I feel like Laura Brandeo and I would have been best friends in 6th grade. She is fierce. She is such a leader, but the one thing I love about her is that you can connect to her.
Oh, she's so real. It is unbelievable.
It is gorgeous. And so I'm really excited that she's kicking off the conference. So she's our very first speaker.
C-suite. I mean, we don't have a lot of powerful C-suite women in our industry. And here is one of the most powerful C-suite women in the industry and in mortgage. So she's got a lot of wisdom, a lot of things to share.
Yeah, I'm just really, really excited. And then listen, Keena Newell talking about owning your wealth.
Hoo-wee.
Come on. She took us to school.
She did take us to school.
Listen, she took us to task. She kicked our ass. She was like, what are you doing? I don't see enough people of color on here. Like, what are you doing? I was like, we haven't talked to everybody yet. Calm down. And then she starts talking about owning your wealth. And I'm all, how do I sign up for all of these things that you're talking about? Like, and because I know for me, owning my wealth and owning what I am worth has been a game changer for me in my own business. And I'm so excited we're bringing that to the people who are being part of this conference. What is it about owning your wealth that you're hoping people get from listening to Keena talk?
They're proud of how much money they make. I want women to be like, I kill it. Don't you wish you were me? And I know that sounds horrible, but that's a hard, right? See, here we are. That's a hard place for women to be in, especially women who out earn their husbands, right?
Yes.
I saw a shirt on some social media that says, I am the lawyer my parents wanted me to marry. And I think,
oh God, yes, we need shirts that say I'm the mortgage broker that makes more than your mom.
Right. Or your brother or your dad.
Or your brother, your dad. Yes.
Right. So I just want women to be more comfortable, because if I'm more comfortable in owning my wealth, my kids will be more comfortable. My daughters will be more comfortable. The men that I engage with will be more comfortable with women owning wealth. Right. I mean, I think we need to stop looking at it just as the singular event. But if we can show that women can make as much and often more than men, and be comfortable with it, I think everybody learns from that.
So good. I'm also super excited that Kelly Resendez is going to talk about mindset, and Leora Ruzin is going to talk about imposter syndrome, which I'm always a big fan of talking about mindset and imposter syndrome, because, you know, who doesn't love a little bit of mashing all that stuff up and helping?
Everybody has imposter syndrome.
Yeah, but I think it's a myth and a tool of the patriarchy. So, you know, there's that.
Okay.
And then, of course, the fabulous and amazing Dr. Melissa Bird.
I know. I'm so happy.
We'll be talking about leadership in the heart of the warrior. It's going to be really.
So I'm not speaking.
You are speaking, actually.
Am I?
You are. You're doing a panel with Julie Felsman on hiring teams.
Okay. Well, I guess I am. But what I really, what I really want to focus on here is that we've created a conference of my dreams. Right? Of people I want to hear from. I don't want to hear from me. I want to hear from all of these women we've interacted with. You can go back. We've interviewed all of them. You can see what they're about firsthand. And it's like Christmas, right? It's like Christmas. So I'm like to this point where I'm going to be there. I'm going to rewatch it all. I'm going to listen to everything they say. I'm so excited. Yeah.
Well, and isn't that fun that we get to rewatch it all?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's recorded. So if you can't come for the whole thing, just come for the things you want to and then get the recordings. And the cream of the crop. Not me. I mean, I am. But Soraya Schmally.
Oh my God. My toes curl and my eyes roll back up in my head when we talk about Soraya. She friended me on social media and I'm just like looking because I feel so lucky. It's like she's like a celebrity to me in a way.
So she and I met on Twitter, of all the things. We met on Twitter, and and it was back in 2016. And we would retweet each other's stuff and, like, you know, shout each other out, whatever. But then I was a keynote speaker at a conference and in DC, and she was one of the speakers at the conference in DC. And she walked in the room and I turned around because someone said Soraya, and I turned around and I was like, oh, I was like crying. And she looks right at me and she goes, oh my God, it's Dr. Melissa Bird. I can't believe I get to meet you.
Right? Did you?
I can't believe I get to meet you. And I was all, she's talking to me. And then I started crying worse, and I was ugly crying. And I was like, I can't believe Soraya is talking to me. She was finishing the edits of Rage Becomes Her.
My favorite
and listen, y'all, just, you have to read this book. It is a game changer for leadership. It is so good. And I can't believe we've got Trey on the stage. It's going to be just
yeah. I had a male friend of mine say, is rage really good for anything? And I just want everybody to know, based on the title of the book, it's not necessarily about rage. It's deeper and it's more important. And if you haven't read it, I think every woman, every man on earth should read this.
Everybody should read this book.
It's
international bestseller. It's like been translated into a bazillion different languages. It is amazing. So incredible. And I cannot wait for her to talk. And here's the other fun thing. So I just want everybody to know this before we wrap this conversation up, Liz. One of the things that we recognized when we decided to put this conference virtual, because it is a virtual conference online, is that we did not want everybody to be in some damn Zoom room. So the best part about this platform, I think, is the speed networking. So listen, the first time I went to a conference on Hopin, speed networking was one of the bonuses, right? And the best part about it that I think exemplifies why this is a great platform is, you know how when you're at conferences in person and you only stick to the people that you know or you know peripherally, you don't get out of your comfort zone and just go meet total strangers?
Yeah.
So the speed networking just throws you in with people. So it just randomly chooses for you who you're going to meet with for 6 minutes. And I got to tell you, Liz, I have met hundreds. So now I've done 3 conferences on Hopin, 1 international and 2 just local. And I have met so many people. It has blown me away. So I really, really am excited about the speed networking because it's like so amazing.
And are some of our speakers going to be in the speed networking?
Yes. Yes. The speakers get to speed network with us.
Right. So you do something they say and then end up in a networking room with them. And I want to also say all these women you can approach them afterwards. They're fantastic.
Totally. And there's a chat function during the speaking. So you get to ask your questions directly while people are talking, and you get to comment live. And it almost makes it like you're sitting in the living room with 20 of your best friends. And it's just a gorgeous platform. And I really hope that people join us. They're not afraid of it being virtual because this platform is so interactive and so good.
Yep, I agree.
Oh, I'm so excited. It makes my nose itch.
That's hilarious.
$147 is the early bird ticket price until the week of the conference. Tell your friends, tell people who are even interested in even, being involved in mortgage, real estate, finance. The link is in the description. I'll drop it up again in the comments. You can find it on our website. Please get your tickets. We have a goal. Here's our big audacious goal, our big audacious ask. Listen, I haven't learned not to ask, right? Throughout this owning my own company shenanigans. Our big goal is to sell 30 tickets a week up until the conference. So if you've been thinking about it, if you have friends who've been thinking about it, if you want to get together a gaggle of your best friends or your coworkers or your office mates and get together for the conference and watch it on one big screen, like so many options because it's virtual. So I think you share the love, share the link, get signed up today. We'd love to sell 30 tickets a week for the next couple of weeks until we are live.
And this is a universally woman's kind of thing. So it's not necessarily just mortgage. We'll be talking. And I'm super excited. I'll be talking about teams with Julie Feltzman because Julie is a super producer. So we have actual multi-million-dollar a month, like tens of millions a month producers that will be talking. So you're going to have access to all kinds of people. And I think these are universal truths: sales, running businesses, being a woman, how you speak, how you're perceived. All of these things are for all women everywhere.
And yes, by the way, men are also invited. So get your bosses or the other men in your offices or other people to come, because this is how we disrupt the way we talk about wealth and women in mortgage. So Liz, thank you so much for joining me this morning. I love you.
I love you too. Good morning.
And good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Everybody go buy your tickets. It's going to be amazing. I'll see you next week, Liz.
See you next Thursday.